Saubon, Lungiluena, Ukutumele, Isingake. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Paul is Sales here. This is not powder puff marketing. This is real world marketing. Xin chào, thích các anh chị ơi. Chào buổi sáng. Chào mọi người, chào mọi người. สวัสดีครับทุกท่านอรุณสวัสดิ์ Kum Tap Mahanapon. Good morning, everybody. This is my secret training place here in Sydney Olympic Park. So let's start the run. And I'll talk with you on the way, teach you how to defeat bigger companies with the right training, attitude, and skills. Let's go. Welcome to the business run today. All right, this one about 1 kilometre uphill. I'm estimating this about 20 degrees angle here. It's quite steep, some parts will be 30. And what we want to do is I'm going to run for 60 seconds, put down a marker, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to run against it here, see if I can beat that marker. And so that's what we're doing on the endurance hill, a long hill, which is more for me. Alright, welcome everyone, all the sales. Got this one here in front of me. There it is. Okay, coming to the minute mark now. I'm going to put down my briefcase as a marker. There we go. Briefcase and cap I put down at the 60-second marker, and now I'm running back to the start. This is how we train, develop endurance. Do this 10 times normally, and we see if we can push past that 60-second marker, and we move the marker every time. And it's like that when you're in sales calls. I'm not a very big fan, I must say, of role playing. I used to be, changed now. I'm a big fan of being in a real sales call, and it brings a fear in your eyes. Okay? Now, the Zulu warrior leader, Magaba, he used to take his Zulu warriors, call them the impi. Okay, I'm at the beginning now, and now I'm going to go 60 seconds and see if I can move that mark ahead. My briefcase and my cap are 60 seconds up the hill here. Okay? Here we go. "60 seconds. I'm going to push it a little bit now. And then I'm just going to keep doing better every 60 seconds. Very important to lean into the hill, but not with your shoulders. That restricts the breathing from your waist, and you're keeping your legs, knees, chest in a straight line at an angle. Open angle for breathing. There we go. Here's the marker, and we've passed it. There it is. We passed it some way. Okay. So I move the marker back to here. That's how we do it. And we're improving. We're improving with every 60-second burst up the hill. That is improving our endurance. Okay. Let's go. When I continue now to the top of the hill, there it is. You see? It's an amazing run because we're running in nature which is amazing. I could be in Africa. I could be in Rwanda, where their battle was between Chelmsford and Mageba. But it's surreal because there's Sydney Olympic Park village, and I'm coming to the river just now where Chelmsford Army took a rest and they copped a big defeat against the far inferior Zulu warriors. And I'm going to sing a song by my friend Johnny Clegg, who's no longer with us, called Impi, which just means the army in Zulu. Alright, as I said, when we're running uphill, we are keeping our chest open, leaning forward, risking forward. Every time we're in a sales call, trying something new, getting experience, we're getting better. That is how we improve our endurance in selling. And that's why I'm no longer a big fan of role plays in sales training. I used to be, but now I'm all for real sales calls, going through processes, trying again and again. When I get to the next hill, it is very steep, and I'm going to tell you about my first sales call ever in my life, what happened. Okay, now I've come to the top of the first hill. We've done. There are some direction boards here, which I just want to show you, because when you're in the sales call, you don't want to lose your direction. Customers will take you in all sorts of directions. There we go. Look at the first board to the north. There we go, Parramatta River. It's like Chelmsford Army in Mageba. Melrose Park, Meadowbank. Beautiful northern board. Swinging around to the eastern board. This is where the sun comes up. Eastern board. Sydney Harbour Bridge is it says there, which is straight above that skyline. Sydney CBD. Okay, it's the East Chatswood roads. Swinging around to the south, we've got Archery Centre, and we've got Sydney Olympic Park Stadium. Beautiful, you can see the stadium there. Okay, and swinging around to the west where the sun goes down, we've got Ermington, Parramatta, and you can see the city of Parramatta there on the horizon, getting built bigger and bigger every day. Bigger and bigger, Parramatta. Okay, and the point I'm making with these directional boards, when you're in a sales call, you need to get your direction. The customer's going to swing you. He's going to put some objections, and he's going to talk to you about price, and you're going to get distracted. And they're going to talk about the competition and the competitor's product's better. This is why the technical spec's better than your spec. And you're going to be going around and you're following what he's saying, and it's like fighting fires, and you're going to get dizzy. If I keep turning around, I'm going to get dizzy. But before your sales call, you've planned your direction where you want to finish up on the sales call. And so you get your bearings, and yes, you're going to get distracted, but you come back and you're going to say, Mr. Customer, this is what I can do to solve your problem. Okay. And if you're not going to solve a problem, if you're not going to add value, then the famous saying, if you don't know where you're going, all roads will lead there. And many times in a sales call, salespeople don't know where they're going. They're just hoping. And so whichever road they go leads to where they're going. So it doesn't matter where they go. Because if you don't know where you're going, all roads lead there. But if you do know where you're going, there's only one road that leads where you're going, and it's that process of solving a problem, adding value for your ideal customer. And if you can't go in that direction, it's not the ideal customer. Close the call, end the conversation, leave, and say, I'm very happy, I'll kind of come back when you've got a problem, I'm going to solve it for you next time. Go on to find ideal customers. And so you're clear where you're going. And this morning I'm clear. I'm going right over there to that next hill. It's very steep, and I'm going to sing about the Zulu warriors fighting the British soldiers in 1878, 22nd of January 1878. General Chelmsford came to South Africa fighting the Zulus, far superior army, and he came up against people with spears, and he had high-tech guns and high-tech cannons, horses, and he came up against the Zulu warriors bare feet. And the reason is Mageba, the Zulu general, trained his soldiers over and over again to run on hot coals, sharp stones, glass stones, thorns with their bare feet, over and over and over. And of course it was painful, but they got stronger and they got stronger, and their feet became tough endurance. Okay, then he worked on their speed, and he beat them essentially by speed. They didn't really know where the Zulu warriors were. They thought they were there, so they went, but they weren't. It was speed they came. Okay, and it's true in sales. We need to have good speed when we need it. That means closing leads quickly, closing leads at the rate we want to generate momentum. And training speed in sales comes from overcoming really tough objections, short period of time, stopping. Overcoming really strong objections, short period of time, learning, coming back. Overcoming objections, short period of time, coming back. That's how we develop speed in sales. And it's like that with the running. We develop our speed not by running on the flat. Zulu soldiers develop their speed not by running on the flat, but by running on hot coals, burning coals, glass, stones, thorns, short periods. And they're using the same muscles to do that as you use for sprinting. And so in sales, you use the same brain muscle in speed when you close very strong objections and you handle very strong objections for a short period of time. Stop. Okay? So here we go on our way to our objective, which is the next hill behind me. This is why I call it the Twin Peaks. Okay? We're clear in our direction in our sales call. Okay, so now we know we're focusing on the problems for the customer that we think and they think there's an opportunity for our product, our service, our company and the salesman to solve for them. Very clear. We don't want to solve anything else. We don't want to talk about how another competitor's product got a better technical spec. We want to talk about solving problems. And now I'm on the downhill from this hill. And it's like when you close a sale, there's a lot of salespeople who celebrate, go to the pub, cheer, and, you know, celebrate and forget how they actually close the sale. So on the downhill now, I'm focusing on a technique now. And it's more important now to focus on this technique on the way down, because this is when you can get injured. Celebrating after a sale, you can get injured, do something wrong, embarrass yourself. So now, on the way down, there's a tendency to lean back. You know, no, the real technique is to lean forward, but you've got to make sure it's from the base of your stomach, your core, not your shoulders. Okay, I'm in the middle of my feet, not quite the balls of the feet. Talking about balls, in the words of the king of sales, Jeffrey Gitomer, you need balls to make good sales calls. I'm talking about the balls of your feet. I'm not quite on them, but I'm nearly there. And I'm not on the heel. Because if I'm on heel, I'm going to be injuring my knees. I'm going to be injuring my legs. So on the way down, I'm very focused, leaning forward, just on the beginning of the balls of my feet. Chest open, breathing, and my briefcase around my back is helping me a little bit. Just pulling my shoulders back, opening up my breathing. Very important. And on the way down, I'm really concentrating on looking forward. Looking forward, not down. Okay? Very important, because in your restricted breathing, your whole body cramps down. Just like on the way up, looking forward ahead, not down. Mom and Dad were right when on the run now. I'm on a plateau. I'm going to now swing left. Maybe I should take that show you the task ahead. Maybe get a job. This is a big hill ahead now. Head back home, tell everybody I was bluffing. There it is. Maybe I'll just get out my head and I think it's more than 45 degrees personally. Yeah. Cause I can't fall asleep at night without it's short, it's about 200 meters, and it's perfect for training for speed because we're going to be using the same muscles on this incline as we do in sprinting. And so this is going to be a bit of my speed technique going up this hill. As I do, I'm going to talk to you about my first sales call.